gives way to winter and wondered, what shifts inside us when the year begins its final chapter? What unseen stories stir within the air when November arrives? When the leaves fall, the nights lengthen, and we sense change looming, not just outside, but within us. November carries myths. November holds legends. And November delivers messages that very few of us heed. Today, we're going to explore November not just as a month, but as a mirror, a threshold, a chance for renewal. Because the myths of November don't just tell stories of gods, harvests, and seasons. They whisper truth to your soul. November as a liminal month. November is the 11th month of our calendar. Etymologically, its name comes from novum, Latin for 9, because originally it was the 9th month in the ancient Roman calendar, but by the time of the Julian Reform, it had moved to become the 11th. A shift, a change, a rearrangement. And there's your first lesson. Sometimes what we thought was settled moves, and in that movement lies growth. In many traditions, November is the border between one season and the next, between harvest and rest, between bustle and reflection. For the Anglo-Saxons, it was called Blotmonth, the sacrifice month, because they slaughtered cattle to prepare for winter's hardships. In the Celtic tradition, November 1st is the festival of Samhain, marking the end of the harvest and the beginning of the darker half of the year. What does that teach us? That November is about endings, but also beginnings hidden in endings. That as nature slows, we too are invited to pause, to reflect, to look back and look ahead. In the hush of November's falling leaves, there is an invitation. Drop what no longer serves you. Harvest what you have grown. Prepare your inner world for what is to come. Myths, legends, and folklore of November. Across cultures, November and the late autumn season is rife with stories to explain life's mysteries. According to a university library guide, November's subject of the month in some collections explores how myths and folklore gave people ways to make sense of the world, to explain origins, to define behavior, to inspire heroism. Let me share a few lesser-told ones and what they can mean for you. The Beaver Moon Myth. In North America, the full moon in November is often called the beaver moon because colonists set beaver traps before the swamps froze. The message: even when the world outside prepares for rest, inside you there's still work to do. Preparation. Set your traps for the future. Don't sleep through your growth. The legend of the slaughtered cattle. In Anglo-Saxon England, November was Blotmanath, the blood month, because winter provisions were made by slaughtering animals in November. The message? Letting go of comfort, sacrificing what you no longer need so you can make space for what's next. Are you willing to sacrifice your excuses? The myth of Samhain. On the 1st of November, the Celts celebrated Samhain, when the boundary between the living and the dead thinned. Bonfires were lit, doors left open, the old year honored. The message: there is a threshold between what was and what will be. You stand on it now. What will you invite in? What will you let go? Harvest and fire legends. In medieval Europe, November 11th, St. Martin's Day, marked the end of harvest, the beginning of winter revels, the time when children carried lanterns and roasted geese were served. The message? Celebrating what you've harvested gives you strength to face the rest of the journey. Gratitude builds courage. Modern folklore and weather lore. If ice in November will bear a duck, there'll be nothing after but sludge and muck. A proverb used in Europe. The message? Even in the small signs, weather, moonlight, leaves, there are patterns. Pay attention. Your life has weather too. What are you noticing? These myths across cultures teach a lot more than just ancient rites. They teach the pattern of human life, cycles, endings, beginnings, reflection, and growth. And November is that map. The hidden myths we carry. personally. Now let's bring this into our inner world. Just like November has its public myths, you carry private ones. Stories you tell yourself about what you can, cannot, should, or shouldn't do. Myth number 1. I've already peaked. The rest of my year is decline. But November proves that this is false. The peak is not the end point. It's the preparation for a new kind of harvest. Myth number 2. Because I didn't succeed earlier, I'm done. But in folklore, November isn't the end. It's the threshold. Autumn leads into winter, but after winter comes spring. Myth number 3. My work is over. Now I just survive. Yet the beaver moon myth tells us there's still preparation even as you rest. Myth number 4. If I'm not busy, I'm lazy. But folklore's bonfires, lanterns, rest rituals in November tell us reflection is work too. Inner work. Myth number 5. Change scares me, so I'll stay safe. Yet legends whisper. The winter threshold, the bones of the year cooled but ready to rebuild. You can rewrite those myths. You can create new ones for yourself. November invites you to discard stories that hold you back and step into ones that align with your growth. Why November's myths matter to you. Right now you might say, this is interesting, but what does all of this have to do with me? Here's the connection. You're living in a time of change. Whether you feel it or not, you're standing on a threshold. Something inside you is shifting. Something outside is aligning. Just like November changes nature, your inner world changes too. The myths of November reveal 3 essential truths. Truth 1, nature rests, but wise ones prepare. For you, don't just slow down, set your foundation for what's ahead. Truth 2, boundaries open doors. Just like the Celts opened doorways to the ancestors, you can open doors to your future by releasing what's done. Truth 3, harvest follows hardship. Autumn's chill is not punishment, it's purification. Your difficulty is preparing you for your growth. When you embrace these truths, November ceases to be just a month. It becomes momentum, a season of soulcraft, a furnace for transformation. Practical steps inspired by November's myths. Let's make this real. Here are actionable steps you can take now, guided by the wisdom of November. Harvest your year. Write down what you've grown this year. Skills, habits, relationships. What is ready to be gathered? Clear the field. Remove what you no longer need. Old habits, toxic relationships, unfinished grudges. Light a bonfire. Symbolically celebrate your letting go. Release a paper list of what you freed yourself from. Set traps for your future. What have you been delaying? What will you do before winter arrives? Pause and listen. Like the veil between worlds in November, listen to your intuition. What is whispering? Prepare for the quiet. Nature moves inward in November. So should you. Create space for stillness, reflection, rest. Celebrate your inner harvest. Acknowledge what's changed in you, your resilience, your clarity, your strength. Every step echoes an ancient myth, but the power lies in your story. You may not ring bells or light lanterns, but you can engage with your own metaphors. Overcoming the myths that keep you stuck. There is a hidden challenge in this month, the fear that this is the last chance. But remember, November isn't the end, it's a gateway. And the myths tell us that the final season births the next cycle. If you fall into these lies, you'll stay stuck. I miss my opportunity. I'm too late. Everything is winding down. But the truth is, opportunity doesn't expire. It evolves. It's never too late to shift your story. The ending of one chapter is the beginning of another. Rewrite the myth. Let November's door be your door. Walk through it. Carry the harvest of your year. Let your inner landscape prepare for the next spring. Building the November myth for your future. Imagine yourself standing in a November field. The earth rich, the air crisp, the sky clear. That field is you. That moment is now. What myth will you write? Will you be the one who stayed frozen in autumn? Or the one who used the cold to root more deeply? Will you be the one who ended the story? Or the one who planted the seed for what's next? Let your myth be this: I am the harvest and the seed. I am reflection and renewal. I stand at the threshold and I walk through it. Make this your mantra for the month. Embrace the transformation. The subtle power of November is in what it teaches you, that endings invite beginnings, that rest births renewal, and that your quieter seasons often hold your greatest growth. Final call. Embrace the myth. Live the lesson. So here's your challenge. Don't just watch the leaves fall this November. Watch your inner leaves fall too. Outdated beliefs, fears, weights you've carried. Let the cool air of change ignite your soul's renewal. Stand tall in the myth of your life. Where others see the end, you see a portal. Where others fear the dark, you carry the lantern. Where others settle into the frost, you plant root, you bend, you rise. And when December comes with its white silence, you'll not shrink. You'll stand ready. Because you embraced November, you became the myth, and you walked through the threshold into your next level. Remember, November is not a pause. It is a transformation. November is not a fade. It is a foundation. And your story is not over. It's unfolding. Rise, harvest, root, and let your myth become the reality of who you were always meant to be. The end of our year is not the end of our purpose. The threshold is not a finish line. It's a launching pad. Harvest your year, prepare your field, walk through your threshold.